Hello everyone! In today's video, I'm going to set up my new studio. Because what an artist without a studio? We're about to start the major renovation of the ground floor, so I'm going to need a clean space where I can create and escape. We all know how stressful a renovation can be, right? The chosen room was, like all the others, a dark bedroom full of stuff. But it's the only one with a big enough window to let in natural light when the sun decides to show up. You might be wondering why we didn't use this room as our bedroom, since it's the most beautiful one. Well, there are two very logical reasons. The bedroom is for sleeping, and the actual bedroom has a direct fireplace outlet, which, trust me, is much appreciated in the cold here. The first thing I had to do was treat the wood for woodworm. Although the previous owners told us they treated it not too long ago, I can't tell if this holds a recent or not, so it's best to do it ourselves and make sure. As surreal as it may seem, I think we were starting some sort of dialogue with the house. Perhaps it's a romantic vision, but I believe that when a house stands still, when people stop living in it, stop giving it care and attention, it retreats, as if it were asleep but fading at the same time. Does that make any sense? And then, when new people show up, both the house and the people have to get to know each other and adjust, share secrets, and discover quirks and flaws. And let me tell you, this house had quite a few, which I'll share in future videos. As you can see, there were big paint flakes around the window. I just scrubbed them off with a pity knife, applied filler to the holes, and when it dried, I sanded it down. Many of you watching probably know that if there are paint flakes on a wall next to a window, that's not the correct solution. So yes, what happened was that when I rolled the paint on, everything started to peel off. That was my first, but not last, encounter with the humidity. And the solution I discovered was to scrape everything off again and apply an anti-humidity filler. Looking back now, it almost feels poetic. I don't know if I mentioned it, but some time has passed since I filmed this video. Now I have a little more experience in construction work, and I know what I should have done to make it easier and that it wouldn't look like an abstract painting. Seriously, don't tell me this is not an abstract piece of art. Look what I found online! All jokes aside, I could fix it, but for the same reason, I won't. I believe a studio is a place of creation, but also of learning, growth, self-discovery, and mistakes. That wall is proof that even if you mess up, you learn, and what once seemed like a huge unknown mountain, you can now climb it without any problem. The important thing is that today the wall still holds up, the paint doesn't peel, and everything has anti-humidity properties all over. It's not perfect, but I like it that way. These are my old illustrated prints. It's incredible to see how the passage of time is reflected in my work. I feel that just like life, my art has to evolve. Putting away my old pieces reminds me of the journey and growth I've experienced as an artist and as a person. I'm so grateful to life for it. Right now, the studio walls are a bit bare, and that's because I hope to fill them with my new adventures and discoveries. I feel like there's a long road ahead, and the studio needs to come to life as part of that journey. And you know what Feng Shui says? You have to leave space for new things to fill. Did you agree? Personally, I love how it turned out. If you have any suggestions, don't hesitate to tell me in the comments. What do you think? Did you like the new studio? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.